Every month, Daniel received 500,000 nairas.
Remember when we
He
started
had a
right
good
here?
job. He
Now
wore
look at you,
expensive clothes.
drawing your own
He
life.
owned the latest smartphone.
I'm so proud of you,
He
brother.
ate at restaurants almost every weekend. Whenever his friends saw him, they thought, this man has made it. But there was one problem. Daniel was broke. Not just broke. He had no savings, no investment, no emergency fund, and he owed 3 different people money. So how could a man earning 500,000 nairas every month still be poor? This is the story of Daniel. And by the end of this story, you may realize that his problem is not unique. Daniel was 31 years old and worked for a successful company in Lagos. His salary was better than what most of his friends earned. Every payday, Daniel felt powerful. The moment his salary entered his account, his phone would vibrate. 500,000 nairas credited. And Daniel would smile. I deserve to enjoy my money. First came rent, then expensive clothes, then restaurants, then weekend parties, then gadgets, then helping friends, then online shopping. And before the month was halfway gone, Daniel's 500,000 nairas had almost disappeared. Sometimes he would look at his bank balance and ask, where did all the money go? But instead of changing his habits, he would wait for the next salary. Daniel had a childhood friend named David. David earned only 180,000 nairas every month. Whenever Daniel saw David, he laughed. Guy, how are you surviving with 180,000 nairas? David would smile. I'm surviving today so I can live better tomorrow. Daniel didn't understand. One Saturday, Daniel invited David to a restaurant. After eating, Daniel paid the bill. You see, this is how life should be enjoyed. David smiled. Enjoyment is good. But what are you building? Daniel laughed. Building. I'm enjoying my life. David didn't argue. He simply smiled. Because David knew something Daniel didn't. While Daniel was spending his 180,000 nairas salary on surviving and building slowly, David was doing something different. Every month, David divided his income. Some went toward his needs. Some went into savings. Some went into learning. And some went into a small agricultural business he had started with his brother. It wasn't glamorous. Nobody posted pictures of it on social media. Nobody praised him for it. But something was growing quietly. His assets, his knowledge, his business, his financial security. Daniel was spending money to look successful. David was using money to become successful. And there is a huge difference between the two. One Monday morning, Daniel arrived at work as usual. But something was different. His manager called him into the office. Daniel sat down. His manager looked uncomfortable. Daniel, the company is restructuring. Daniel's heart dropped. What does that mean? His manager took a deep breath. Your position has been affected. Daniel couldn't speak. His job was gone. Just like that. The 500,000 nairas monthly salary he depended on had disappeared. But Daniel still had rent to pay. A car loan, credit card debts, money he had borrowed from friends, and monthly bills. He opened his banking app. His savings balance was 47,000 nairas. Daniel stared at the screen. Then he remembered something David once told him. What happens if your income stops tomorrow? Daniel had laughed at the question. Now he understood it. That evening, Daniel called David. David, I need your help. David was quiet. What happened? Daniel explained everything. There was silence. Then David said, come and see me tomorrow. The next morning, Daniel visited David. He expected to see the same David he used to laugh at. Instead, he saw something different. David had moved into a modest house. His small agricultural business had expanded. He had started investing. He wasn't rich yet, but he was financially stable. Daniel sat down. How did you do this? David smiled. I didn't earn as much as you did. But I treated every naira like a seed. Daniel looked confused. David continued. Some money fed me. Some money protected me. Some money educated me. And some money was planted so it could produce more money. Then David said something Daniel would never forget. Your salary was not your wealth. It was only your opportunity to build wealth. Daniel didn't become rich overnight. There was no miracle, no lottery, no mysterious investor. He started small. He found temporary work. He cut unnecessary expenses. He sold things he didn't need. He created a simple budget. He learned about investing. He started a small side business. And whenever money came in, he stopped asking, "What can I buy?" He started asking, "What can this money build?" Months passed, then years. Daniel's income eventually increased again. But this time, he was different. He still enjoyed life. He still bought nice things. But he no longer spent everything he earned. He understood the difference between looking rich and becoming wealthy. Daniel's story is not really about 500,000 nairas. It's about a mindset. You can earn 100,000 nairas and waste it. You can earn 500,000 nairas and waste it. You can even earn 5 million nairas and still become financially trapped if your lifestyle grows faster than your wealth. The question isn't only, how much do you earn? The better question is, how much of what you earn is building your future? Because income pays your bills. But wealth gives you options. Income can disappear, but assets can continue working. Income gives you a lifestyle, but financial discipline gives you freedom. So don't focus only on earning more. Learn how to manage what you already have. Learn a skill. Build something. Save. Invest wisely. Create multiple sources of income. And most importantly, stop using money only to prove that you are successful. Use it to become successful. Maybe you're currently earning very little. Maybe you're earning a lot. Maybe you're struggling financially. Wherever you are, remember this. Your current financial situation is not your final destination. But changing your destination requires changing your decisions. Don't spend everything you earn. Don't confuse expensive things with wealth. And don't wait until you earn more before you start learning how to manage money. Because the person who cannot manage 100,000 nairas may struggle to manage 1 million nairas. Start where you are. Start small. Start today. Because greatness rarely arrives suddenly. It is built quietly. One decision, one sacrifice, one lesson, and one step at a time. This is Whispers of Greatness. Every story has a lesson. Until the next story. Remember, your current situation is only a chapter, not the whole story. This is Whispers of Greatness. Every story has a lesson.